Hello there, welcome back to Crusader Games 2. Last time I asked you for suggestions on whom to play, and I got a fair amount of interesting ones, but basically there were two who were going together: play the hardest start you can find, or reform the, well, Roman Empire. And let's face it, Roman Empire I've done, but it's interesting to do this in this time, or this time on before. I've never actually played Charlemagne, I just fixed the expansion. It's been ages since I've actually played Crusader Kings, and I think the reason why I got kind of bored of it, not only the fact that the saves kind of kept on crashing, but also the fact that the strategies were more or less the same: get a huge retinue, insta-win, more or less. It simply became tedious, well, management down line. But basically, some of the suggestion was that I was to start as a state here, no, Sunbill, in 800, take down the opposites, form Persia, something along those lines. It's interesting, but basically you can't go west, you'll have to go east, fight into India, conquer India, then once you're big enough, go west and work from there. Shouldn't really be too difficult. They were also playing as Bulgar in 1066, I believe. It will most likely be interesting, so to speak. I believe they actually are in the area here, so that could of course turn into a very, there we have Bulgar. That could of course also be an interesting game, but we're just going to end up with Russia if we do that. Now, again, most of the interesting, to me, I kind of want to play a Charlemagne game since I hadn't actually done that myself. Was actually starting in the Charlemagne area. Asturias was a suggestion, starting as Count in Lombardy, and basically reforming Rome was also one. But it was one that was kind of, at least I found, more interesting than the others to some degree, and that was actually starting as either a Duke or Count in Britain, and then creating Britannia, and then basically doing a, well, you could say conquest of Roman Empire from Britain, creating a Roman Empire like that. That could be interesting, that could actually be kind of fun to try, but we'll have to see here. So basically I'm asking you, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to create my own dynasty, recreate Rome from the Charlemagne era? Do you want me to start as Asturias to fight back the Umayyads? Do you want me to try get myself out as Sunbil, fighting the Abbasids and, well, creating Persia more or less? Or do we want to go as Bulgar and create a very big, or rather Russia, in a later date? We'll have to see. I'm a little bit unsure what other suggestions there are. Those are the ones that I remember off the top of my head. If I've forgotten someone, I'm really sorry. But yeah, comment some input. Which of these sounds the most interesting? To me, it's definitely starting as a Count in Britain and trying to recreate Rome. That could be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of strong enemies. Let's face it, we're going to have to fight the Abbasids, we're going to have to fight Umayyad, we're going to have to fight Francia, the tribes, and of course the Byzantine Empire. So no matter what we choose, we're going to have a most likely a very hard time pulling this off. So we'll have to see. It could really be interesting. There was also a suggestion that if I go for Britannia, I should use Hellenic as state religion. Hellenic makes, how should I put this? With Hellenic, you can no longer declare holy war castles Belli, so that's going to be a pain in the ass. But we'll have to see. I might go for that. So give me your vote, and we'll see what I fire up. The save game will be starting tomorrow. Basically, I'll be sitting down most likely tonight or tomorrow morning. I have the day off from school tomorrow, and plan how I want to do this. So we'll see what we come up with. Thank you for watching, and comment your votes to whom I should play as.